I love real estate. Everybody knows that. Now, being on YouTube and starting to push some more content out, like, of course, I'm running into more content out there. And one of the biggest thing I'm seeing is people talking about your primary residence as an investment. And by people, I mean mortgage brokers or real estate agents, right? Oh, your primary residence, it's an investment. And then they start doing all these calculations about what it's going to be worth someday. Stop. That is not how you calculate if it makes sense for you to buy a primary residence. Primary residence based on what you can afford, where you physically need to be, and what's within your means. Thinking about future gains or tax implications and things like that is not a reason to be buying a primary residence. So it isn't a factor. There are things that go into it. But if it's being used as a method to sell you on a deal, as in, hey, you know what? Don't worry, it's going to be worth this down the road. That is all speculation. Your primary residence is a store of value, right? It's better than renting. In some cases, most cases, it's better than renting. Some cases, it's actually better to rent, but different video, different day. It's a store of value, right? That money is going somewhere, and then at some point, based on historic gains and tax deductions and things like that, you will down the road have a store of value. But if you really start to think about what you put into your primary investment, right, your primary residence, it's the interest front loaded on your mortgage. It's the repairs, the taxes, everything else that goes into a mortgage payment. It is not an investment, right? An investment is something that pays you. So you put your money into an S&P stock, a dividend stock, whatever there is, it's a liquid asset that you can pull that money back out, or it pays you. Your mortgage and your primary residence, you're paying it. If you lost your job, your primary residence isn't going to pay your bills for you. It's not an asset in the way that it's being used, right? Don't be sold on this, please. Your primary residence will appreciate. No disputing that. But it is not. The reason to buy a house is not because you think it's going to be worth more and one day it's going to be this. Absolutely not. You look at what you make, you look at what you can reasonably afford, and you look at your living situation. And then you make that decision. Your decision should come from a critical evaluation of all the facts, not from someone who's trying to sell you a product, right? You go to a mechanic, they're going to find something wrong with your car. You go to a dentist, they're going to find something with your teeth. I think I have 37 cavities, some crazy number like that, right? You go to a place and they will find a reason to sell you. That's their job. So you have to take what they say, because sometimes what they say is good, but compare it to your own situation. And a lot of times when you do that and you're getting your advice from an unbiased source, it makes a difference. So if you need to convince yourself when you're thinking about buying a primary house and someone's telling you it's an investment and you're thinking those numbers, it's wrong. Don't let that be your guide. There are other ways to guide it, but it's really a critical look at what you spend, what you make, what's your backup plan. That's what goes into it. So I'll be doing more on investment property soon, like how to calculate an investment property, different story, buying it strictly for rental. That is an investment. You're putting money in and you're taking money out every month. Your actual home, no. So more to come. Like, follow, subscribe. But I just want to get this information out there for the people who are in the market for a primary residence, right? The market's tight. There's not a lot of people listing their homes. There's not a lot of inventory out there. The people who sell are doing what they do. They're selling. But don't let that income, don't let your asset approach be what makes you, say yes or no to a house. All right? Have a good one.